Hi everyone, this is Lady B from NYC here at the Diva Lounge for OneWrestlingVideo.com, and I am going to be giving you all my predictions for SummerSlam of 2012. Now, from the looks of this card, very interesting. Triple H versus Brock Lesnar. Now, in my own opinion, Brock Lesnar has one hell of a fight coming to him. Because in the years of watching Brock when he was in WWE and with knowing his persona, he's one to try to put a match away early. And that, in my opinion, is going to be his biggest downfall because Triple H is not one to go down easy. Now, Triple H, yes, he has spent quite some time out of the ring, so there might be some bit of ring rust there, but for those of you who have been watching wrestling as long as I have and who know Triple H, you know that he is going to give one hell of a fight. And he is, again, he's not going to be going down easy at all. So this is going to be one hell of a match to watch because both guys are going to give it 150% and then some. So this is going to be one of those matches where you better go to the bathroom before it starts because you're not going to want to miss anything. Now, Chris Jericho versus Dolph Ziggler. This is going to be another interesting one because Dolph Ziggler being the young buck and Chris Jericho being the experienced wise man. This is going to be another interesting one again because Dolph Ziggler really seemed to hit a nerve with Chris Jericho, saying to him that, you know, he hasn't won a match in a long time that would be considered important, that whenever he's been in a Money in the Bank match, he has never won it, and just questioning whether or not Chris Jericho has it anymore. And you know what? That would strike a nerve with anyone, especially when it comes down to someone who has accomplished as much as they have in regards to Chris Jericho's career, becoming the first undisputed champion. That's something that he can hold under his belt and no one can take that away from him. But another thing that Dolph Ziggler needs to realize about Chris Jericho is that just when you think you count him out, he always winds up surprising you in the end. That's something that I have grown to learn about Chris Jericho and his strategy in the ring. So, Dolph Ziggler, you better watch out with that one. And you know what? I have to say, Dolph Ziggler has been showing a lot of promise, and I'm not going to count him out either because he's really grown from the Spirit Squad. So that's going to be another interesting one to really pay attention to. You also have to wonder, is Vicky Guerrero going to actually mind her business and stay out of it? Now, Kane versus Daniel Bryan. This right here is a toss-up because Daniel Bryan and Kane, both very tenacious characters, and when it comes down to being in the ring, they are very goal-oriented. So you have to give them both that. Of course, you have to give into Kane's size and brute strength, but Daniel Bryan tends to be a little bit more calculating and a little bit more technical. But the thing you have to wonder, will AJ come out? Because there is the possibility of AJ coming in and causing a distraction to Daniel Bryan is very, very big. So I honestly would not be surprised if that winds up happening. If AJ comes in and tries to distract Daniel and Daniel winds up somehow losing the match because he wasn't focused. So we'll keep an eye on that one. The Intercontinental Champion, The Miz versus Rey Mysterio. Well, let's just say I'm rooting for Rey. Because it has been a while since I've seen him kick some major behind. But I will have to admit that The Miz is another one that has severely grown. I'm not counting him out either. This is actually turning out to be a very interesting SummerSlam, because so far in the matches that I have named, you have guys that are just one word: hungry. They're hungry to prove a point. They're hungry to keep a championship. They are hungry to prove that they still have what it takes to be in that company. So, again, this is turning out to be a very interesting SummerSlam. The WWE Tag Team Champions, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth, versus the Primetime Players. Now, I'm going to formally admit, I haven't really paid that much attention to the Primetime Players. But you know what? I wish them lots of luck. Kofi Kingston and R-Truth, they have a pretty good chemistry together. Granted, I really loved it when it was Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston. Air boom. But you know what? I don't think that the change in partners is really going to affect anything, because Kofi Kingston has just been very consistent with his performance in the ring. And R-Truth, well, let's just make sure he doesn't go crazy again. The United States Championship, Santino Marella versus Antonio Cesaro. Well, this one, I have to say, I'm going to go with Santino Marella on this one, because he has really shown, again, another one that's shown a lot of promise and a lot of growth from his time first getting into WWE till now. And I think we're going to be safe to say there's going to be a lot of Pythons who are going to be in support. So, Santino, good luck with that one. Antonio Cesaro, another good luck to you. And we have, of course, the WWE Champion CM Punk versus John Cena versus Big Show. Now, this is going to be an interesting one. Triple threat for the WWE Championship. You know, this is going to be all three guys, again, hungry to prove a point. Hungry to want that championship, and CM Punk is hungry enough to want to keep the WWE Championship. Now, the only question is Big Show going to throw another temper tantrum? Because it seems to me that's all he's been doing so far. Causing temper tantrums. Now, you have to admit, John Cena and CM Punk, that's going to be an interesting thing to see, because John, while he did have the Money in the Bank suitcase, he still wound up waiting until CM Punk was 100% to be able to defend it. He was not a vulture. As I said in a previous episode, he was not a vulture and just cash in the Money in the Bank when he was down after Big Show took a cheap shot at CM Punk. He actually gave him a week. And he faced CM Punk like a man. And he lost like a man. So, I have to say, John Cena, again, good luck in your attempt to win the WWE Championship again. CM Punk, good luck in defending it and retaining it. And Big Show, try not to stomp and moan and biatch, and just do the match like a superstar, a professional is supposed to, okay? Well, that is my SummerSlam prediction. So we will see what happens. We will definitely see what happens. So this is Lady B from NYC at the Diva Lounge for OneWrestlingVideo.com, and I will catch you all later.